Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Marcus Mariota's Titans going up against Deshaun Watson's Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Oh, now Miller's slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. Gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He gets it to Matthews. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. And he's got room. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
when he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. A first down carry for Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Throwing, Mariota. And he's got Decker, left side. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Mariota. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dan Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. In his 10th year, here's Brett Kern to punt this one, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And some room to work. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's Watson now on second down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Again, it's Foreman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Oh, now Miller's slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. But on that play, there was 0 space. No gain.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. After the interception, here's Watson. The swing pass caught. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney merciless. Coming on the blitz, he gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Fielded at the 33. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll go with Foreman, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Walker with a grab, left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing is Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Tennessee first down. That one Mariota to Matthews.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota. He finds Matthews. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about...
Yeah, the ball is knocked out, and that might be Titan football. It is.
I think we just saw some evidence of what Tennessee was talking about in the offseason and really emphasizing on defense, forcing fumbles. Only forced 4 in all of 2016.
The lowest number in the league. They just could not seem to force any fumbles at all last season. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. Whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
To throw Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 43 yards. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Again, it's Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Christian Covington in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Watson now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jurrell Casey in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jackson, and he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 33. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Titan football. Mariota on 1st down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. J.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Mariota now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. Shifts by him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Watson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They'll run with Foreman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And he will have a touchdown. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And the Titans getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go with Murray again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Houston, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more